What's up, everybody? We're back opening some busted boxes as we move some stuff around. So we got some Phyrexia all B1 draft boosters. We're kind of doing a little tour here through the Magic 30s sets. You know, this was set number 2. Probably just posted the Dominaria United opening video. We did find a Sheldred, but you know, I love they did this with that brown. I mean, that's just so cool. Like, they did a nice job with that. It's a little over logo, but the nostalgia factor's high. Beautiful Atraxa. I mean, another set with some great cards in it. Definitely a few cool mythics. Definitely Atraxa. I think is one of the big ones we're looking for. So yeah, there'll be a Brothers War video as well. We're kind of going through just all the sets. We kind of had a busted box of each one. Monument to Perfection. Ooh, these have that opposite order. So there it is, the Monument to Perfection. You know, some of the cards in this set have actually seen a little bit of a rise, which is interesting. You know, the sets had some pretty cool stuff. Toxic never fully took off like it thought, but there are a few contenders. Little token there. These very cool lands. Azuri, Stalker of the Spires. Cool art treatment. Again, there is a pretty sweet little Batch of Legends, Minor Misstep, pretty sweet little card there. All right, so this will be a quick one, but yeah, just opening some Phyrexia boosters, seeing what we've got. Got some busted stuff that just be easier to sell as probably some product than selling it later. So, and we want to crack some packs. Love cracking packs. All right, let's see. And you know what they say, it's always the most busted box that has like the card you're really looking for. Token, those Forest, such cool. Love those Phyrexian lands. Urabrask's Forge. Yeah, I mean, a fun set, fun limited environment. Like, this set played really differently at the time, and I had some fun playing limited. Some cool stuff, Crawling Chorus, you know, Anoint with Affliction. Some great cards in this set. I'll be sure to add this to a playlist so in future years when people want to see what were they opening back then. Plains Razorverge Thicket. Not a bad land. Not a bad land cycle in here. Cool full art Razorverge. Nothing too wild so far. What we're really looking for is definitely Elesh Norn, Atraxa, and Mondrak are kind of, I would say, kind of the big hits, but so is Skreld. The white in this set is just out of control. Like, Graz, kind of one of the dogs at rare there. But yeah, like I mentioned, oh, keep doing that. Gotta change the order of those piles. Yeah, beyond some of those lands, the card we're really looking for are Elesh Norn, Mondrak, which Skrelv is a great rare. The white cards in this set are really the best cards that we're looking for. So this will be a fast one. You can tell between the printings of these sets, they did work on some different card quality. Annihilating Glare in first foil there. Venzer. I always thought this Venzer card was so cool. He did see a little play for a little while in those Esper Legends deck, but not quite. Didn't quite make it. Whenever you proliferate, choose one. Makes a 3/3. I mean, people tried to make him work. He's Toxic Threat, but I just don't think he had it all. Alrighty. Here we go. Swamp Terramorphic Expanse, that's a fun one. Foil. Blade of Shared Souls. For Mirrodin, blue and 2, whenever Blade of Shared Souls becomes attached to a creature, for as long as it remains, you may have a copy of that. That's just fine. That might have seen a little love in the Commander world since that's been reprinted. So many alternate arts. This is another one of these sets where they kind of went crazy with card treatments. It was a little much to keep track of, especially in the collector's boosters with Step Incomplete and the black ink and just so many crazy treatments. Cool lands, though. Love those lands. Phyrexian Arena. Very nice to see you. So many. Phyrexian Arena. What a card. Not a bad staple, though. I mean, that's fine. Like, that should be a staple effect in Commander. No one's going to play that card in Constructed anymore. It's just too slow. Mind Splice Apparatus. The beginning of every key, put an oil instant. You know, people have tried to make that go too. There's some of those funky cards in here. Some of the completed Planeswalkers, like Jace is a card we're looking for that have gone up recently. Venerated Rot Priest. I don't know if he's still hanging in there. Copperline Gorge, another land there. Might have been the same one we opened before. So far, not much. Skrelv's Hive, Skrelv. Phyrexian, oh gosh, there's those two. Unctus Grand Metatect. He's not really the guy either. You're not the guy, Unctus, I'm sorry. It's another guy. All right. I'm gonna keep rocking and rolling though. Always fun, cracking some packs. Beautiful day. Just enjoying Magic, getting things done around the house. All right, boom, man, flying through. Not much to see here. Kefik, the Crucible Goliath. Man, none of the Praetors so far. Let's see, there's got to be something. Slaughter Singer, great card in Limited. Love that. Toxic 2. He's a great like Phyrexian bear, and he's a cleric. Whenever another creature you control toxic attacks, it gets bigger. That's fine. Little foil Carumonix, the Rat King. I think he's seen a little love with some of the rise of these rats, and I mean, he does give rats toxic, so not bad, especially in his alt art there. People don't love those arts, and I don't blame them. It's not particularly appealing. It's one thing to make alt arts. It's another one where the alt arts don't look like very attractive visually, but we'll see. Again, I don't think we've hit a single mythic yet, which is kind of wild for this whole draft box. It's like, what's up? So there we go. Nissa. It's going to be, I think, our first mythic, in honest there. Yeah, 2 green Phyrexian. And so she's 5 lower, and she can be completed. 2 or fewer loyalty counters. So make a horror, destroy, and naturalize effect. So she's not that great. I mean, people did try to make her work, I think, just because the thought was you could ramp her out, you know, ahead of schedule, but I don't know if she's the one. I think the Vraska and the Jace is kind of finally coming to his own. People are starting to play the Jace card, at least at the time of filming. Ooh, Vraska, though. Back to back. There you go. So there's Vraska. I think a lot stronger. So she also costs 5, but she can go down to 4 at 5, and Nissa would actually go down to 3. So for 0, you draw a card, lose a life, and proliferate. That's great. That's just a great extra effect, especially if you're on track or even stronger. Any proliferate synergies give that huge upside. That's basically like +1 drawing a card, which is amazing. So she comes down to 4, she can go to 5. Beefy for 5. -2, target creature becomes a treasure, like just great removal. And then her -9, if a player has fewer than 9, they get 9. So kind of lets you rack it up, especially with some proliferation. Like, yeah, great card. Has a win condition, has some really strong removal, and card draw with a proliferate trigger. I mean, yeah, kind of does it all. Like, Atraxa decks probably want to play her in the Super Friends. A Super Friend who has proliferate is nuts. Especially that final effect, like threatening poison victory. Like, that's a good Planeswalker. I'll say it. All right, well, not too bad for our 2 mythics, Nissa and Vraska. Definitely would like to see some of these white cards show up here. Nahiri is our other mythic. Wow, we're just running the table here. Planeswalker Cycle Fest. Not always the best. I mean, Nahiri is also awkward. I don't think she has done much as one of these completed walkers, so a little awkward there now that we're going through and it's all walkers. I would love to transition over. I don't know if Mondrak is mythic or not. I think he is, and that's who we really want to see. But let's keep going. Atraxa, boom. Wow, just mythics back to back to back there. Talk about that. Didn't hit any mythics, and I think we just hit 4 in a row. Atraxa is a great card. Like, seen play in so many formats. This is my CEDH commander. What an awesome card. Just her vanilla dope Atraxa. Very cool. Very cool. All right, we might be on our way to seeing a good box here. And this is the one this one was so ripped up. I was like, I can't sell this as a sealed box. This isn't worth holding down the line. Foil and Solfim. Ooh, the red Dominus is the one that we like to see. He's the combo one, and this is his showcase, so another good mythic. Boy, this box is doing pretty good for us here. You don't really see EV much in Magic anymore. I was gonna, like, depends on really what you pay. Like, you see EV if you buy boxes way below discount, like if you've been hoarding boxes. So as a draft booster, I mean, yeah, I probably paid, I don't know, 90 bucks for this. So I don't know if we're at 90 EV yet, though. Probably not still, I mean, honestly. So that's just a word to the wise out there, kids. Like, don't dump your money. Sheoldred's Edict. Remember this card? This card's so good. Why is this just a flash in the pan? I mean, like, that seems like a good Edict to me. Instant speed, man. Are Edicts just not strong enough? I love Edicts. I am an Edict player. It does take a certain finesse. It's not as good as hard removal, but in the right deck, I think I just always love it. Malira, the Living Cure, very cool card. Really strong anti-poison tech. Alrighty. Oop, that was in the wrong spot. Okay, we're coming to the bottom third of the box. We hit a nice little core of mythics there. We're just still looking for that big push. Where's that? There's the Venerated Rat Priest. Toxic 1. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. Not a bad rare. Not bad. But where did we find Mondrak or the Mom? Get Mom. I don't know if I've ever opened a box of this where Atraxa and Elesh Norn have been in the same box, so hopefully this will prove me wrong. Blackcleave Cliffs, not bad. From the land cycle again, you know, this is one of those that when draft boxes were so cheap and you see this set, I'm like, this set has cards I think that will do well over the long term. Poison is a theme players love. Bloated Contaminator being another example. Trample, Toxic 1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, Proliferate. Yeah, players dealt combat damage by this will get a poison counter, and then you can proliferate. I mean, it's not a bad little poison threat, especially with your buddy, the Venerated Rot Priest, running around. Like, those were good additions to poison-based strategies. All right. My watch is telling me it's time to get up and move around. Okay, put this here. Mycosynth Gardens. These are pretty sweet. Those are pretty sweet. There are some lands in here that were very sluggish at first. This might have been an interesting set to spec on. Let me know in the comments if anybody out there speculated hard on some of the cards in this, like even Jace when he was like $1 for a while. Ooh, whoa. And then you've got stuff like Rhea Ivor here. She'll be 15 cents forever. Like, that card just doesn't really do anything. Porcelain Zealot, though. So many cool cards. White was insanely pushed in this set. Like, it got a lot of help. And still, it's not what purely defined white. Like, I think of a white card these days, and I think of, like, Get Lost. Skrelv's still around, but Wedding Announcement was still doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And then a lot of the, like, creatures, like a lot of little Azorius humans running around in these Legends decks. Okay. We're almost through the end here. The Monumental Facade. Drowning Icor, great art on that card. Strong card, too. I mean, target creature -4/-4, and proliferate. Like, that's fantastic stuff for an Atraxa deck. Like, I'd probably even play that in EDH. Like, it's not a bad... I mean, it's removal with a proliferate trigger. You'll get something out of that. Tablet of Completion. Wild card. I thought that card would be a lot stronger when this set first came out. Whoop. Here we go. The Might, the Mountain. Jorkadine, first Gold Warden. Actually a really strong card. I've seen some really fun decks play him, Commander and Constructed. Foil rare, though, not the one we were looking for. Oh, boy. Getting low on this box without seeing any of the biggies. Mondrak, Elesh Norn, come on. We got Solfim, we got Atraxa. Let's see Mondrak. Let's see Elesh Norn. Forest. The Soulless Jailer. Boy, two of our rares there. And foil that were not great. Okay. Coming down to our last couple packs here. I think it's the last 3 packs. Come Come on. Thrun. Another foil rare. White Sun's Twilight. Nope. Those are not the cards we're looking for. We do want to see a white mythic rare. Here. Mondrak. Elish Norn. Come on. Swamp. Ooh, the Filigree Silex. Alrighty. That's the last one. Here we go. Here we go. Whew, Samurai Token. Zenith Chronicler. Not the card we were looking for either. So, still a fun box. I mean, our big hits were Sulfim in the Alt Art, Atraxa. Then we got 3 of the Planeswalkers. So, the Mythics are really where the juice is in this. No Elish Norn. And a couple of the lands from the land cycle. I think the rest of this is just bulk. Maybe that Venerated Priest is worth $1 or $2. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Little Phyrexia. All will be one. Ooh, foil rares. Probably not worth anything. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch me on the next one. Peace.